What is that like thinking there isn't another man on the planet that could do anything to you in hand-to-hand combat?
Pretty awesome.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick.
Come on, tell me. I'll forget who I am. I'll forget who I am. I'm a blinder. I'll take your fucking eyes, man!
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger.
You give them this message that it's okay to be a man.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we gonna do without men?
Surprise, surprise, motherfucker! The king is back!
See that guy? See that guy? You versus you. That's it. Nobody else. You versus you. That's it.
It's a man's game tonight now, you know that. It's a man's game tonight. Here we come. Here we come. It's a man's game now. Oh, it's on. Oh, it's on, big boy. This game started. Come on, somebody out there sitting working harder than you. Working hard. Somebody working hard. Hurry up. Let's go. Somebody gonna outwork you. Somebody outworking you right now. So what? Let's go. Stop playing. Ain't nobody.
When you're running, you run for hours. What days?
Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, and maybe not the next month. But only one thing is true. I will be champion one day, I promise.
Top 10, 9th place, 8th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 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 2nd.
The old doubted me, so I couldn't do it. The old said I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Never knew. Pound for pound. Headshot, dead. That's it.
Me, anger was good. Anger was good because it was motivating. The more I could create an enemy, the more I wanted to go out and kill those guys. Now, I knew I wasn't gonna kill them physically, but man, if I could just, what did they say? You know, and what did they look like? And do they disrespect me at all? Those are little things that can get me right in the emotional frame of mind that when I ran on the field and I said, let's fucking go.
Caring only makes you
weak. They think you care, they'll walk all over you.
Wanna know what I do when I'm sad or scared? Fucking nothing. Cause I'm not a fucking pussy.
Maybe someone's don't like me, but because maybe I'm too good. I don't know why.
We're not on this stage just because of talent or ability. We're up here because of 4 a.m. We're up here because of 2-a-days or 5-a-days. We're up here because we had a dream and let nothing stand in our way. If anything tried to bring us down, we used it to make us stronger. We were never satisfied, never finished, we'll never be retired.
It's pushing the water, and there's a jogger, actually. Look at this, wow. It's a Florida man right there for you, Blake, jogging in the hurricane.
I knew he's gonna wild out and he's gonna do something crazy. Everybody wants to know what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know.
You can't go back. You are a different man. God no longer belongs in your hand. But I am back. Back from under the ground.
Tired, 14 days, 13 days, whatever the hell it is. Don't mean nothing. Tired is only in the mind. You tell yourself you're tired, you're gonna be tired. I don't get tired.
Lose! I don't lose! I win! I win! That's my job! That's what I do!
You will find little joy in your command, but with luck, you will find the strength to do what needs to be done. Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Winter is almost upon us. Kill the boy, and let the man be born.
Let me be very clear. I'll never give up. Never.
I'm unbeatable. I can't be beat. It's impossible. You can dent me. You can damage me. You're never ever gonna beat me. I'm totally and completely, unequivocally unbeatable.
We are firemen! Got it, Coach. The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat. Yeah, let's go. It tells us that we're ready. We're at home. We're where we're supposed to be. Flames don't intimidate us. What do? We control the flames. We control them. We move the flames where we want to. Let's go. And then we extinguish them.
We fighting the Marcus of Queensberry. I love to fight them. Tonight.
Hey, listen up here. Hey. They may call you Kid Dynamite. You mess with me, I'll put your fuse out.
Sign the contract, big boy. Sign the contract.
Hi, Mom. What do you think? Look at my shoes. Aren't they great?
My God. You look like a gangster.
I don't think George is hurt. I think he's scared. I think he's scared to fight everybody right now. What's up? Where you at, George?
Talking to me about the laws of the jungle. What was it? Something about being beneath me, silver on back. There's only one rule in this f***ing jungle. When the lion's hungry, he eats.
I walked into this building and watched the heavyweight disasters from the beginning. Nagano's a piece of shit. Miocic's a piece of shit. DC, I'm coming for you, motherfucker!
What angers me so? It's who you did it to.
Who? The fucking nobody?
That fucking nobody is John Wick.
If you don't want, okay, leave. Like even yesterday, I was talking with them. It was Saturday, and everybody complained about they tired. What you want? All week you was work hard. End of the week, if you don't tired, this is good question. You have to worry about yourself. But this is Saturday. Your 6th day, you work so hard. Of course you're gonna tire. Tomorrow rest, and Monday we're gonna begin one more training. If you don't want, go back to Dagestan and stay with your mother. She's gonna give you every day good breakfast. You don't do nothing. Stay there. But if you come here, don't complain. You wanna become best. You wanna become champion. And now you wanna say like you tired? Who cares? You're tired or not? Nobody cares about you.
My philosophy is, why be normal when you can be the best? I don't want to be normal. I want to make the difference. So everything I do, I want to make the difference. Because when I make the difference, I'm the best. And that is not arrogance, that is confidence.
Yeah, at some point, you gotta be fucking tired of not being number one. You have to be, and you gotta fucking play angry. And you're always gonna have haters, and haters are like, well, damn man, how many movies are you gonna make, or how much shit are you gonna do? Like, you do a lot of shit. I say, yes, it's my ambition. Of course, why not? I could do it. Yeah, I love what I do. And not only that, but in what world do we not work every day? It doesn't mean it's just like you guys in the off season. You gotta work every fucking day. It doesn't end. The key for me, what I think one of the keys is, remember where you came from. Keep that shit in the front of your mind. And when shit goes bad, it goes sideways, a lot of shit does. You're getting booed out of the fucking building, or you're coming through this injury, or people are writing you off. Oh, you guys ain't fucking, you know, any of that shit. You gotta keep it in here. And it really has to, it should drive you. It should.
Yesterday I give you slap, Artyom, I give you slap. You eat this like a woman, like a baby. What happened now? Something changed? Or you with 30 people? Let me know, and that's it. For you, this one for Conor, like this. Let me know, and that's it.
I used to talk with my brother about it all the time. I was like, bro, we're doing something wrong. Something doesn't add up. We're still thinking in terms of like make money, spend money, money in the bank. It doesn't. There's people who are living for free and they just point at things and they get everything they want. My brother used to call me crazy. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, no, there's the Matrix. We're inside the system. We need to escape. And now I managed to find a way out. So I always knew it existed. I was always looking for it. And it does exist.
You know, everything happens for a reason, and there's a story to everything. And if you take time to realize, you know, what your dream is and what you really want in life, no matter what it is, whether it's sports, whether it's in other fields, you have to realize that there's always work to do, and you want to be the hardest working person in whatever you do, and you put yourself in position to be successful. And you have to have a passion about what you do.
If every time someone asks you a question, you try to say the right answer, your entire life is a test. And when did you have the most anxiety? In grammar school or high school? No question. On test day. No question. So your entire life become this test. I ain't trying to say the right answer. I am just doing what I feel. My mama said trying is failing. There is no ifs, woulds, coulds, shoulds. It just is, and we just are.
Some days are better than others. Some days I have lots of self-love. Some days I have less. Some days I have lots of self-confidence. Some days I have less. But I had to radically just accept that every day can be different, and that's okay. It doesn't mean we're not moving forward. If you know, in therapy, they say sometimes when you take 3 steps forward, you might also take 1 step back. What's important is to try to keep tabs on making sure that if you take 2 steps forward, you don't also do something that takes you 10 steps backwards at the same time.
My goodness, don't you remember when you went first to school? You went to kindergarten. And in kindergarten, the idea was to push along so that you could get into 1st grade, and then push along so that you could get into 2nd grade, so on, going up and up. And then you went to high school, and this was a great transition in life. And now the pressure is being put on. You must get ahead. You must go up the grades and finally be good enough to get to college. And then when you get to college, you're still going step by step up to the great moment in which you're ready to go out into the world. And then when you get out into this famous world comes the struggle for success in profession or business. And again, there seems to be a ladder before you, something for which you're reaching all the time. And then, suddenly, when you're about 40 or 45 years old in the middle of life, you wake up one day and say, huh? I've arrived. I feel pretty much the same as I've always felt. In fact, I'm not so sure that I don't feel a little bit cheated. You can't live at all unless you can live fully now.
When Mike Tyson, and I seen it myself with my own eyes, when I seen that Bentley at the boxing gym, and I seen that diamond Rolex, I said, I want that. And I knew what it took. So I know when my opponent is asleep, I'm out there at 4 or 5 in the morning, chopping trees, working, to this day. Because I can retire today. I'm well off, very comfortable. But I got the will to win.
When you entered the 5th round against Kelvin, you said, I'm ready to die.
I looked at him, and I remember, I call it Ese Diablo. He was looking at me, and he just had this like look, and he's just swinging his hands. And I said, you're not gonna beat me. I'm prepared to die. And I meant that, man. I swear to God on my life, I meant that. I signed my death warrant right there. I was like, look, if this is how I die, this is how I die. But, you see me, I was trying to get him.
If I got a fight to get you in the gym, that's a problem. That's a problem. You want players that are gym rats, players that want to be in the gym, that want to win. And then from there, you build on top of that. But if you're lazy, man, I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to deal with you. You're going to make me feel dumb. You're going to lower my level. I don't think so. Go over there. There's plenty of teams in here where you'll fit right in.
You mentioned
at the time they were right down the hall from us. So
everybody look at the team. When you speak to the world, craving and ambition and wanting anything is the way to speak to the world. If you want something so bad and you speak it into power, you wish it into power, you'll have it. I'm firsthand to tell you that. And I put my life in. If you want something so bad, it will happen.
Nothing's ever gonna be given to you. Everything's gonna be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, you don't go out and put in the effort, one, you're not gonna get the results. But two, and more importantly, you don't deserve it. You didn't earn it.
I tell the same thing to anybody, no matter what your field is, if you really want it that bad, you'll make it happen. If you can put aside the distractions of Instagram, TV, some charity event that there's gonna be girls there, and you're like, no, I'm gonna go to sleep early today, wake up and do what I gotta do. It just plans out over a period of time, I think, you know?
I stand in the mirror with a pure heart. I know I am the best version of me that could possibly ever exist. I know that God is proud of me. There's nothing that God hates more than sloth and laziness. If God were to create a man and that man were to sit around and do fuck all, God will frown upon you. It's why you're never lucky. If you're listening to this and you think I'm never lucky, I'll tell you why, because God dislikes you because you're fucking lazy. Start to work, start to show God the beauty of his own creations. You'd be amazed how lucky you'll become. Wow. God is unhappy with these people. And inside their hearts, they're unhappy. We talk about depression, anxiety, all those things you mentioned earlier on this podcast. That comes from self-loathing. You loathe your own weakness. You loathe your own laziness. This is what all of these things are. I don't feel depression. How can I feel depression when I'm the most powerful version of me that I could ever fucking be? How can I feel depression?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You can act like a man! What's the matter with you? This how you turn down a Hollywood Pinocchio that cries like a woman? What can I do? What can I do?
I never fucked anybody over in my life. Didn't have it coming to me. You got that? All I have in this world is my balls and my word. And I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
So many people never achieve their goals because they have too many toxic, negative, energy-draining people in their lives. And you have to have goals outside of your comfort zone that will challenge you, because in order to do something you've never done, you've got to become someone you've never been. And you got to have a mentor who's experienced, who's been there, done that. And as a result of that relationship, because you can't see the picture when you're in the frame, Muhammad Ali said, I'm the greatest, but he never won a championship without Angelo Dundee. And Michael Jordan never won a championship without Phil Jackson. So you've got to have someone that can see something in you that you can't see, that can take you to a place within yourself that you can't go by yourself, because you're gonna fail your way to success. You're gonna get slapped around by life. And don't spend time complaining about it and telling everybody 80% don't care and 20% glad it's you.
Well, this guy was failing out of high school. He was struggling. He was raised by a single mom in the Midwest, but he promised his mother he would take a test called the SAT. Well, this guy takes it. He's bombing. He's failing out of school. He doesn't expect anything. Well, he gets a 1480 out of 1600. So he's stunned, right? And his mother says, did you cheat? And he says, I swear to God, I tried to cheat, but the way the numbers were and the scantrons and the bubbles, you couldn't cheat. So what he decides is, because he realizes he's smart and he's going into his senior year, he says, I'm gonna go to class. Teachers see him in class and they said, hey, maybe we missed the boat on this kid. So they start to treat him differently. He graduates, goes to a community college, and becomes this massively successful magazine entrepreneur. 12 years after all this guy's success, he gets a letter in the mail. He opens it. The year he took the test, he was one of 13 people sent the wrong SAT score. His actual score was a 740 out of 1600. And he said, people think my whole life changed when I got to 1480. But what happened? My whole life changed when I started acting like a 1480. And what does a 1480 do? He goes to class. What I do, not how I feel about my past, is going to determine who I am in the future.
And I can tell after about 90 seconds, winner, loser. The ability to present yourself physically without speaking a word, your presence, your aura is a big deal. It's a big deal because you only walk into a room and meet new people once. And they're looking at you, you're looking at them, and it's how you deal with that nervousness, that nervous energy.
I wish I had known that this too shall pass. You feel bad right now? You feel pissed off? You feel angry? This too shall pass. You feel great? You feel like you know all the answers. You feel like that everybody finally gets you, and there you are. This too shall pass. Time is your ally, And if nothing else, just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait it out.
It's dangerous to dwell on past mistakes because people sort of define themselves by the worst moments that they've ever had. And if that's the case, like some people are stuck in high school. You know, they're stuck in failures that they had like when they were first getting jobs, and they always think that they're a loser, and they don't like the feeling of failure, so they keep low expectations so that they never have to feel that. You got to get through it. You got to get through bad feelings. You got to get through failure. It's very important, and you get through it by just picking yourself back up and moving forward and going.
My personal question to you is, why not you? You've got the brains, you can make decisions, you can study the plan, you can change your life, you can grow immensely in the next few years, you can make your dreams come true, you can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through, you can become healthy, you can become powerful. Why not you?
When I was in the military, we go on these instructor-led runs. Most of the time we knew the start and end point. So on the way back, I started seeing people getting happy and shit because the end was near. But there were some asshole instructors that would hear the happiness and go right on past the end point. When that happened, everybody stopped talking. Heads would stop dropping. And I started taking fucking souls. At that time, I knew what happened in their minds. They were living off the hope factor. They hoped the instructors would stop running. They hoped the water was never cold. They hoped the weather was fucking good. I don't live off that hope shit. I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish for fucking rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
I fought for it because no one gave it to me, because it was just me alone in the gym, me alone in the mirror, me alone in my head. No one did it for me. I worked for it, and I'm never gonna let someone else take that from me.
If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression: to get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.
Go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It can mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It can mean freezing at a park bench. It can mean jail. It can mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, or how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds, and it'll be better than anything you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There's no other feeling like that. You'll be alone with the gods, and the nights will flame with fire. Do it. Do it. All the way. All the way. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is.
You gotta believe first. If you don't believe first, then you ain't gonna never get to where you're trying to get to. I believe. I knew from the beginning I was the best in boxing, from day one. I dreamed it, I wrote it down, I believed it. I surrounded myself with people that got it right here. You got 24 hours in a day. 8 hours you sleep, right? And most people work a 9 to 5. So 8 hours you're working.
16 hours.
Okay, so we had 16 hours. We got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we had 19? It take you an hour to get ready. So we had 20 hours. So I cannot spend, you guys cannot spend 4 hours going talking about, oh, they lying, oh, I like this photo. Oh, they faking, sending photos to other people. Y'all got to get focused. I'm where I'm at because I'm focused. Tunnel vision, I'm focused on what I got to do.
You'll never succeed more than you fail. That's not how it works. You know why? Because failure is a wonderful teacher. It's the only way to learn. You have to fail. failure is a part of the process to becoming successful.
Congratulations. You achieved failure. Failure has been achieved, thank God. Now, the only place to go from failure is to win. You have to achieve failure. You have to take it that far. Nobody wants to go that far. It's too scary. But you know something? I got news for you. That's where winning is. It always has been. Nothing's changed.
It gets easier. Huh? Every day it gets a little easier. Yeah? But you gotta do it every day. That's the hard part. But it does get easier.
So after 22 years and 83,000 scans, the single most important lesson my colleagues and I have learned is that you can literally change people's brains. And when you do, you change their life. You are not stuck with the brain you have. You can make it better, and we can prove it.
If we would relax and build the image in our mind of how we'd like to see ourselves, how we'd like to see ourselves acting in life, relating to other people, our social life, see ourselves in the position we hold, or how we make our sales presentations if we happen to be in selling or something, and then take that picture and describe it, write it out in the present tense. I am so happy now that I see myself, and write it out. Now, a lot of people will laugh at this and say, that doesn't make any sense. It makes a lot of sense. They can't tell you why it doesn't. I could spend hours telling you why it does, and I could explain it in such detail that everyone would understand it. But write out a description of how you'd like to see yourself. Start to read it, and read it, and read it, and read it every day. Carry it around and keep reading it. The one point that all the great teachers, all down through history, have all agreed on, they've been in complete unanimous agreement on it, we become what we think about. Now, it may be fantasy at first, it might even appear to us as being a lie. But if you read it often enough, you'll start to believe it. And when William James said, believe and your belief will create the fact, you will see the person's personality change. I watch people in the seminars, personality change right in front of my eyes. And all they're doing is starting to see themselves different. They're starting to think different thoughts.
So our thoughts control our actions?
Oh, there's no question about it. No, our thoughts control our feelings. Okay. Our feelings control our actions.
And we control our thoughts?
Absolutely.
Or we can control
We can control our thoughts, yes.
Purpose, we're all looking for this golden purpose. Is it this? Is it that? Is it making money? Is it my family? Motherfucker, the purpose is you. We forget that. Every fucking day I wake up and I don't want to do some fucking shit. I'm like, okay, man, do you want to be a bitch today? Do you want to feel like a little bitch? Do you want to walk around all day knowing that you could, but you didn't?
To be successful at anything, the truth is you don't have to be special. You just have to be what most people aren't. Consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. If you look at all my teammates here tonight, it would be impossible to find better examples of men who embody that work ethic, integrity.
We were very, very poor. Me, my mother, and my brother, when we moved to England, we grew up in a homeless hostel. So I grew up at the very end of the socioeconomic ladder. I had a worse start than 99% of people. But I lived my life when I was poor, furious at the fact I was poor. Because my ego, and I'll be honest, my ego is at a point where I didn't understand how other people can afford Ferraris and I can't. I would be 18, walk into college, and a Ferrari would drive past, and it would ruin my week. And everyone would be like, what's wrong with you? I'd be like, don't you see, this fat fuck can buy a Ferrari and I can't. Why? He's not a better man, he's not a better person than me. I'm just as good as him, if not better. I couldn't stand the fact that there are people who could do things I couldn't. So this gave me unlimited motivation to get rich. Now, I found a way to get rich, and I believe that anyone who really, really, truly wants to get rich will get rich, one way or another.